So, the siege is on. I've started off with the serfs, not with the squires. Kind of because the serfs just a good cannon fodder, always at the start of these games. So, kind of makes sense just to use them. It also kind of makes sense probably if I turn my fan off so you don't get all that in the microphone noise. That would also make sense, but not so clever as to do that. Well, we'll just hop on this cannon anyway. See if we can hit anything at the start. Well, I'll take it, even though it was a terrible shot, really. And number 2. Oh, that was a better shot. Number 2, 2 for 2. Can we go for 3 for 3? Don't want too much elevation, but slightly closer here. We'll go with that. Oh, a little bit low. Ah, ruined it. I was going for that 3 for 3. Didn't quite happen. There we. Oh dear. What is going on? What's going on here? I'm normally not too bad at these cannons. Oh, we're all over the place. All over the place. It's a terrible performance. Come on, one more. Oh, I give up. Nope, give up. Can't do it. I suck. Let's just go in on foot instead. Our serfs have almost got the siege tower up on the walls, so we should be able to get stuck in. Oh, there we go. Someone else did what I couldn't. So it looks like we've got an archer up there. Not a tremendous amount of stuff opposing us initially in this part of the walls. You see already why, like 28 out of 40, why I use the serfs as the starting units, because units just take damage pushing your siege equipment. No point using your really good units on this sort of stuff. Let's just bring them in afterwards. Use your old surfer derfs and get them killed early on. So, we should be in. The ramp is down. What have we got? Is it just this archer? Can we catch him? Oh, I might have used it too early. I did. Oh, he was fast. Oh. Let's wait for my surfer derfs to catch up. That was my phone. Ow. Annoying. Oh, and we've got grape shots as well. Let's see if we can just take down this. Oh, I'm in trouble here. I'm going to get grape shotted again any second. It's going to kill me. Ah! I knew it. I knew what was about to happen. I knew I'd spent too long there. Well, at least we got the that Huacha down so they can't shoot our other units coming in, because we've got a lot of guys over on the other side of the map, on the other side of that the ramp up by the looks of it. Looks like our serfs are predominantly dead. A couple of them left there still to go. Oh, there they go. Our poor serfs brutally murdered by a glaive. And looks like we're up on this part of the wall down here as well, which is kind of interesting. I may have a pop on that siege tower. Perhaps going to go in with our squires now. It's always a little bit risky. You never quite know what sort of you're going to come up against. That's the problem with some of the siege battles, is if you get really overwhelmed on a section of the wall, then no matter how good your units are, they just go down fast, because you know you're fighting against so much. Particularly if they're going to get Hutched as well on the way in. Try and bring these guys over a little bit closer to the wall here. Looks like they've retaken this ladder over here then, to be fair, because they're back on there now and they're shooting into our backs. So I'm going to come around here, I think, and push up here, hit this wall and get that Hutcher down on the other side. That's why I like to take them out when I come near them. They're well worth getting rid of. Let's get stuck in a little bit here. The serfs will come in to assist. We've got enemy archers shooting a little bit, but hopefully not too much damage. And you see, then we've got the problem of contending against now that grape shot cannon. I don't want to be throwing my serfs away into a grape shot cannon, because it'll just do a ton of damage. So I'm going to change ladders again. Might seem a bit rash, but no point just throwing troops away just for the sake of it. And those grape shot cannons can be really quite devastating no matter what they're facing off against. So really, I want to try and get around it. Particularly now we've got quite a few troops pushing down that way, and we can hopefully come around the back. And it's not as if it takes us long to switch down these ladders. Let's see what we can do here. Can we actually get the kill? Probably not. Helps if I press the wrong button. Ah! Fell off the ladder. Okay, come on then, squires. Let's get to work. Oh, I get some prefecture guard as well. Good test, good test. I won't charge up the ladder because we're on a ladder, so it's not going to really work very well. We're against a glaive player here. There we go. Take that down. We took a few casualties doing that, but we took out the bulk of those prefecture guards pretty effectively. Let's try and form up again if we can, to give our guys then the chance to charge. We're coming up against all these pikes. There's going to be too many here. I'm really on my own. Just got the squires just got killed too easily there, because that's ultimately the problem. No matter how good they are, you saw they fared pretty well against those prefecture guards, but when you just get absolutely flattened by 4 heroes, more than that, what, 5 or 6 heroes v1, it doesn't matter how good your units are, you still get flattened really quite quickly. I need to heal up a little bit. take down this longsword shield a little bit. Just losing too much health. Too many guys there. Not really pushing down this way. So we've got a few units around the back, which is good. Not making enough progress up this ladder to really make any significant difference at the moment. Bit of healing on. Okay, anything better coming through this way? Even taking a lot of archer fire as well from those guys down at the bottom. They're doing exactly the right thing. They secure the supply depot. Yeah, not happy. Don't like it. Not really working for me. Let's go back and pull out the prefecture guards and see how they compare. Obviously, they're much less defensive, but anything, they're going to be worse in this sort of situation. They're great when you can get the advantage and really get the crush on, as we saw in my prefecture guard video. But once they get caught in these sort of sieges where you can come up against quite decent opposition quite quickly, then the prefecture guards, I find, tend to just collapse really fast because they just don't have any defenses at all. That's why they tend to die pretty quickly. I mean, you saw how much better the squires were going up that siege tower against the prefecture guards, because that was prefecture guards we were fighting against. So, back to my horse. Come, prefectures. Where are we going to go? We're going to try and... Looks like we've got a few units again trying to force down there. Also, there's quite a few enemies on the floor down below, which is kind of interesting. Should we just go rogue and go this way? Since everyone else is going the other way, there's probably not going to be a lot here, to be honest. He says. Well, actually, having said that, there kind of is, but... The cannon's pointing the other way. Get our guys up. I'm going to come off my horse. Come around this way. Oh, he's starting to face this way a little bit with his cannon. That's not quite what I wanted. He fired early. Way too early. Oh, missed my ladder step. There we go. Got him knocked down. Go on, one more. There we go. Good. Got him. Nice job. So, in that sort of situation, that's where the prefecture guards do well, where you're kind of outnumbering the enemy a little bit. Try and get a little bit of a heal, both on me and some of those guards, if we can. Okay, looks like they've got that supply point pretty good at the moment. What have we got that we're trying to face off against? A few enemy heroes down there. Looks like the enemy have got their archers around behind us. Gonna make things a little bit more difficult. What are we going to try and get in up against here? Oh, we're going to have the charge coming. Try and get in here. We'll go for our prefecture drill. We got knocked down. Should be able to take that guy down pretty easily. Yeah. And then we'll let our prefecture guard go to work. But you see, the amount of casualties they take quite quickly, even against pikes, which when you get into hand-to-hand, are really not a particularly great unit. With the casualties now, they just got wiped out by the rest of those archers, really. But still, what's that put us? 1 for 55. Not a particularly great game so far. Just leave what little bit left there is of our prefecture guards just to go to work in this. Ow, 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 ow. Definitely some javelins around there. Probably for this map, it's worth having those javelins just for to be able to get around that side there. Oh, in goes the prefecture guards. Nice job. Have a bit of a knockdown of our own. Cause a little bit of trouble through there. Losing health very quickly though. Oh, those javelins are brutal. Very brutal. A little bit of a heal. A little bit of a heal. A little bit of a heal. Ah! Got shot. I'm not quite sure what we're going to do here. We've managed to get some archers up above, which is a really good thing. You're starting to rain down on them. We are starting to get some progress. If I had my a full unit of squires or a full unit of prefecture guards now, we'd be able to go to town. But without them, it's always harder to do. I might make a move. Putting it from a horse. Yeah, good job. Good job. Okay, at least we're into the square now. Oh god. Oh, they're on protection still. They're on protection still. Okay, there goes the protection, but I'm going to die. Not enough health. And there are fire archers. Okay, but it looks like we are at least through onto that supply point, so we should be able to, the rest of our guys should be able to kind of help finish them off now pretty quickly. We can go to town. Yeah, go to town on those archers. Look now. Got brutalised by those fire archers. Pretty dangerous. Okay, so we've got about 30-second respawn, and then we'll come back in. I think probably mainly the melee unit I've got is my sword militia. Kind of end up bringing those guys in. Probably end up doing this. Initially intended as a squires video, half turned into a prefecture guards video. Probably end up doing brilliantly with the sword militia. Normally how these things end up panning out for me. Poor horse. Jumping off a roof. Doesn't want to be doing that. Okay, so anyway, so we've got that supply point now, so we're going to be starting to make our push around to their base. How long have we got? 6 minutes 40, so we've still got a decent amount of time. So I'd have thought we'd stand a reasonable chance of being able to do this. We go archers, but normally towards the end of siege battles, people seem to bring more and more and more and more archers, and the thing that we need is not archers, but some sort of sensible infantry. There's some enemies on the other side of that anyway. Set these guys on sprint so they run to me nice and quickly. And let's go and get stuck in with what we've got, really. Are you coming? Oh, they left them on hold position. You can run, but it won't save you. Oh, cavalry! Run away! Hadn't banked on that. Okay, well, hopefully they don't get their charge. They did. Sword militia on my health. God damn it, that did not go so well. Okay, we'll leave the sword militia to do what they can. That obviously wasn't what we needed. We're not doing particularly well this game, are we? The siege from hell. Okay, so our guys continue to push in. Our sword militia still fighting on a little bit. Only a couple of them left now. I don't think it's going to be making enough of a difference to be anything significant. There's still quite... Wow, there's actually an awful lot of enemies around there, to be honest. It's going to make for some tough fighting, I think. So we can clear that out. Well, we are kind of going to work. Some good cavalry charges going on for the rest of our team, to be honest. Nice job. Still got a fair few kills to get, though, yeah. What, 20 seconds left on our respawn. The enemy archer's having a bit of a rough time against a longsword. Although he's kind of getting caught on an archer model. Pushing them back to their respawn point, which is exactly what we want to be doing. Have we got... We've actually got people on the cap now already. Nice job. The only unit we've got left now to bring in is our archers, so we'll go for them. Kind of see how that goes for us, really. Prefecture archers, come! Okay, let's get them to follow in, and let's just get straight into the action if we can. We've got, what, 4.5 minutes. I can see the one of the trebuchet strikes coming in. Let's get these guys. Come on, hurry up. Stop walking so slowly. Why can't you walk as quickly as a horse? Okay, we'll keep pushing down this way. Ooh, cavalry charge. Set up there for a moment. Okay, seems to have kind of got this bit a bit more secure now. Let's get our guys set up here so we're facing down close to the cap. Obviously we don't have a tremendous amount of ammo with these guys. But we'll be able to deal with these archers pretty easily. Oh, gone a bit deep. Now I'm in trouble. Can't get out. Stun locked. Damn it! Oh, this is such a bad siege. I'm having such a terrible time. It's maybe one of my worst games ever. It's just absolutely suck at this at the moment. Having a really hard time, and now we've got a 90-second respawn. So pretty much my contribution is over. We're kind of relying on if my archers can do anything. Oh, great, and they're right behind me. Go for the arrow rain, at least at close range. Should be a little bit more effective because we fire super fast. But yeah, we're getting a bit of damage in there. Go on, archers, fire! Fire everything! Okay, just keep shooting. Actually, our archers are basically carrying me for what little it's worth. Oh, God. Now they've got hit by a shield charge as well. Just what I wanted. We're in no risk of ending up losing this game if we're not careful. We've not really got any more pushing going on towards the cap at the moment. Not really much of the team is dead. Most of it seems to be standing really far back. Not really pushing up. Or don't really seem to have any units at all. We just have so few units around. And they're starting to push back out of their cap now, so it's not really looking like, at the moment at least, there's going to be any sort of sense of a victory. If this carries on like this. Look, they're now getting their musketeers set up on the other side, exactly what they should be doing. Really good move on their part. And what have we done? We've just trebucheted a blank piece of ground. Yeah. I think all I've got left is serfs now, so not really a lot that I'm going to be able to do. Oh, I don't even have that. No, I have nothing. Oh, what a bad game this has been. So, we tried for a squires video, went for a prefecture guard video, went for a prefecture archers video. Now we're just doing a hero only video. Yes, it's not going so well. It's about my 4th attempt at recording the squires video now. It just really doesn't seem to work out, and then the second I stop recording a game, I end up having an amazing game with them. I wish there was a replay system. Looks like we're making perhaps a little bit of a push now. Can be described as that. Try and get through these guys vaguely. Clear out some of these guards, but the amount of damage those muskets can put out on the side. God, someone just got some very big, very mighty trebuchet kills there. There we go, the same sort of thing. Whether they're actually going to end up staying there or not, we do not know. We'll get stuck into the fight nonetheless. Ow. Knock down, knock down. Painful knock down. 50 seconds. Don't think it's going to cut it. We don't start to make some pushing now. This is it, really. Trying to clear out some of these archers at the back to give us a chance to push onto the point. Cleared them out, gives us our opportunity. I fear there's still too many people. They've still got a full unit of squires here we've not yet dealt with. It's just not going to happen, is it? Because now we get to see what the squires are good at, how strong they are in this sort of situation. They're really hard to kill, particularly quickly. And even though they don't do tremendous damage, they just have that ability to keep that damage up. And I don't. I'm going to die again. Oh god, look at this lot. Well, that classifies as a pretty horrible game. We did 1 for 150. I guess we got a few troop kills, but not a particularly great game. Old Lulu, he had an awesome game. Maybe he was the guy who threw that trebuchet and got like 100 kills. But no, that was a pretty terrible game. Whether we're going to keep this as a footage or not, I do not know. I really wanted it to be a squires video. It didn't really pan out. Maybe we can keep this as an example of sometimes just by hours of trying to get a good game, my recordings just do not pan out. And I'm now away for a couple of days, so chances of me getting something decent are really not very good. Anyway, I hope that if this does go out, if it was at least vaguely enjoyable, or at least an episode on how not to play. Subscribe to the channel for some more terrible Conqueror's Blade content, and I shall see you guys all on the next video.